Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the game that keeps on giving. An amazing game that. Disco Elysium is such a stylistic game from all perspectives art, music, everything. And we are in this. Yeah, almost reverent space, if you want, right? This place of worship that we just made our way into. That we're supposed to clean up. Well, it looks pretty clean and okay. More of the forked lighting pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. This is a stylistically done church, I ain't gonna lie. So a grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. The figure was added later, it's not part of the original church. Got a board, like microcomputers. What is happening? The blackboard is full of complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? Two decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Dude, is this like connected to the abandoned? Oh, this is why we got the vibes.
The machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Shh. Kim, we need this. Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
Inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Noise attenuation. We got this like consistent theme of noise here. Wait, let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Not clear whether she recognizes your voice. You look inside the core, but the tape on the filament just says log February to March. I looked inside Fortress Exit on like the one in the doomed commercial area.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
We're gonna look at it in just a second. Maybe we find something that could help us. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. Alright, what is that?
In white, silver, and apricot faience,
So beautiful.
the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Dolores Day.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold.
We are not worthy.
There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes first.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you. It covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope.
Open your eyes.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
The passing of someone who is still alive. It's not possible to live. It's compassion, it's remorse, it's mourning. Okay, let's say it's compassion.
As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Encyclopedia Medium. How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
It's a mystery. A mystery sprinkled with self-pity and regret. For some reason, unknown to your mind, looking at her delicate eyes makes you feel like you're ready for drowning. All you know is, this is the young mother of humanity, and that you should go. Do something else. Escape her sad, worry-worn look.
Okay, we're gonna reconstruct the crack glass.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both.
Ooh, I wonder if like lights and the stained glass window has something to do with what the our woman, like our young girl, was experiencing and seeing in the church. Maybe while she was on some drugs or something. What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage? A gunshot? Someone falling into it? Or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
So we can't pinpoint it. Who's this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, farriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
It's always impressive to see something like that, right? No matter like it. I mean, obviously worship and reverence is often the motive of art, but it's incredible what seemingly normal but obviously very talented people can produce. Even here, right, in this video game of us. What does the motto say, though?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, La vie de nouveau.
Something about life and death. Something about death and rebirth.
And then along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Don't know that as much.
After life, death. After death, life again. After the world,
The Pale.
the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the insulindian, on human thinking, a tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death. After...
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in DeLorean sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
I like this. Puts the... Got into the... holy shit, no, we're not gonna say that. I like the other one better, but only because it's more impressive in its, like, reverence. But obviously, if you want to separate religion from state, you wouldn't like to do that.
So do I.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
Old church.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Better not to intrude upon him. Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Ooh, okay.
The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
So it seems. Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
I mean, we're located in Jamrock, so it makes sense, like adjacent quarter.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten.
Nothing is good forgotten, Kim. We need to process this.
It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Stroke your chin first.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
Didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
The moral system, not necessarily a pure religion. Makes sense, I guess. Let's look around the church a bit. We got some Mesk Banger Red Bros. And some money. It's very interesting. I was gonna say, like, I mean, respect and reverence, even if you are not a believer of a religion, there's something inherently amazing and awe-inspiring about old sites, right? Like old buildings that tell us something about generations before us. I think that's cool. We should preserve it to a degree. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Because I don't know, like, the moment you stop paying attention to it, you're kind of losing part of that history, aren't you? A cracked pane of glass, colorful. Came from the stained glass window, still has letters on it too. And if you lose something of that, right? No matter if that was a good event or bad event, wouldn't you say that it's very easy to forget the moral lessons of whatever happened as well? Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window, depicting a deer. What's that? Ooh, a scarf. I think we don't, like, we have the necktie for Inland Empire, right? We could replace it with a scarf, of course, but I don't know yet. Shoes with perception, and we have empathy right here, which is cool because it ups our empathy value. Perception is still better if we do like a pure investigation. We're not talking to people right now. So this looks interesting. I like the plates.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Hey, I think I hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual.
Somebody built this.
You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Okay, I guess we have to stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
I would be too.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Hey, what if it's conceptualization? Hey, what if something's paranatural? Probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though. The lieutenant...
Can you hear anything? I wonder why...
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Ooh, we could make this. Yes, we know what's up there now. Let me see, let me see. I'm eager to see that. Okay. Something
it's like
over here.
there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Okay.
Officer, is there something up there?
Then follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you're seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
On the ceiling?
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's not a shadow anymore.
Officer.
Oh no.
Blink.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
There's actually somebody or something.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Alright. It's gonna be hard. I don't know what this is. I'm going there first. The bowl is filled with water. Live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphone? Yeah, I think so. And this person might be like some wild person.
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
What the hell is happening here?
The crab man.
Say nothing, be quiet for now.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Alright, so he's intelligent.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershore.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Right, he's anti-alcohol. I like that.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too.
He actually
It's all
climbs
very
the ceiling.
hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand lately, but I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. Oh, hell nah! Run away. No, we're not gonna do that, but yeah. I guess we do one.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Great. More patronizing. So original. Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering. I like that. How do you know what I'm feeling? I'm actually here on behalf of some young people looking to establish a nightclub. I'm gonna choose you to...
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Necesita parar. I don't know what that means, but alright.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
For some reason I feel like you have a point there. Adjust your tie. Who do you think you are? Some crazy on the roof? What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I couldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of a ecclesiastic property. No.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
I mean, his advice is good, even if he might be believing in some crazy shit.
Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways.
He is very, athletic.
'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
So there is another person living in the church, and it's Vieta?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes.
Okay.
She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Some ravers actually want to turn this into a
The
nightclub?
ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Wait, do they have reasons to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Anymore. Interesting. So what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Alright.
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Interesting.
The ones in the tent outside.
Thus you
right?
won't get in the way of some
I
enterprise
see
you
him.
turning your
Think
church
they
into a
scared
nightclub.
of me.
To say it's a great idea, you should support it.
Why not?
Yeah,
Might
no.
even
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
You must be the crab man.
never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
If you're not a crab, then what I saw, you just weren't moving like a human. Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me. Oh,
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures.
that's his?
Is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all the sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands.
Carving wood, interesting. Yeah, it can be calming, I heard.
Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
See, dear, what if it's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself. And you've got some nice curves. Squint your eyes. These seem a tad derivative. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. Honestly, I don't get it. All these figures look half finished. It is as if they're becoming one with the church.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crab man and a wood carver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember? It sounds convenient. No, I'm going to go with 3. It's not bad. We see this as a new chance, okay?
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name.
Yeah, go.
But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. We just keep doing that. My name is Harriet Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant Double Yefrater. I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He sounds melancholy saying this. His limbs are mere shadows below the ceiling. What are you doing here, aside from wood carving?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
What does veneration mean again? Worship?
I
don't know.
circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
So interesting. Drink from the pail, from the ether, kind of. Maybe he means that. The mother of silence. You mean her? Point to the window. What will happen once you drink from this perforation? So I don't understand what you're doing in the church.
No. There's a new god in town. And she can be painted or sculpted. Because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end.
She is the end.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me. But I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes. And no one ever will.
Interesting. Kind of like seeing the parallels to common religions with the Bible, where it says you shouldn't have an image of God, right? Very interesting. Again, in contrast to what we have in that religion, or maybe even just like moralist system, where humanitarian system kind of, no, not humanism in that sense, like humanism as they understand it, not as we understand it in our world. Where we draw somebody who is kind of the mother of humanism, but not a deity, but more of a, as far as I know, a person that actually existed. What will happen once you drink from it?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
Still don't understand what you're doing. You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I mean, substitution can be functional. If you find something to do, or to, like, a state to be in that is less destructive than what you used to have, that is progress. That's something productive.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
I guess you have faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
As I said,
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
there are, and they exist, but I mean, I don't see any harmful tendencies in him at the moment, right? Even though what he's doing is very creepy. I guess you have a point. Let's agree to disagree. Us being insensitive, sorry, let's move on. No, I guess you have a point to a degree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Still don't. How did you
I
even...
know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Alright. How did you even find this place?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was.
Bro had an epiphany.
Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Does it mean he witnessed the police raid?
It's an interesting point. I still don't understand what you're doing in the
I'm a
church.
seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing for me, the superstar. Doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing,
All right.
Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
The silent singing.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning.
The flames
The
themselves
flames
are without
themselves
sound.
are without sound.
Bro is spitting some philosophy over here, holy. At least you show him the scarf and shoes and you found lying
I
around.
think they were. A long
He
time
doesn't
ago.
need them.
I had to shed them like skins. to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
They do. Right, I had other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Been here for a long time. Did you see the police raid that took place here?
Something like that.
Responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Sounds like a drug. But yeah, maybe he actually got hurt in the police raid and survived it somehow, and that is what led to all of this. But we don't know, right? We have no idea. We have to fill in our own blanks.
Tremble. The time is now. Ta'ola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Ta'ola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Wait, when did this countdown begin?
Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God.
Yes.
From you it will spread.
Yeah, the entire universe will crackle at its seams. Ta'ola, what is that?
Ulogu theodos, xino zausin, ipoli osidien, echondes fronisin.
Looks like Greek. I have no idea what it means. This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it's the time now.
Yes, you spoke the words of the palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus.
Okay.
Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
It is. I'm a little afraid either way.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos.
Palindropos, whatever that means.
Perhaps. Just a thought. This has something to do with the hangover.
No, totally not. I do think the world might end soon. Yeah, I'm going to opt out of the Palindropos, whatever it is. This was a mistake. No, I think the world is going to end soon.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Yes, embrace the chaos. I guess we have seen most of what this church has to offer. So what I would be doing is maybe check in with some other people. Also tell the crazies over there, like the drug crazies, to open their disco, I guess. Oh, it's getting late again. How much money do I have? I think I should have enough for a night, right? I don't know. Can I talk to her? I don't want to talk to the idiots.
Hello again.
No, I have to talk to this guy. Okay, let's do it.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help? A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Okay, a yellow circle, human face with X's for eyes and smile on it. You think the X's mean the guy is dead?
Good.
He likes what
do you
he's
wanna
hearing. What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist, modernism. But that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right?
Right.
Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
You come with this up with this stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Elysium. The beat is the same for all.
Was I right? Is the dead guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Why do you think that's so? Okay, what does it
He
mean?
defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or
Okay.
maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking we should sell this.
It should be sold, but not by us.
I think we've exhausted the
Well, I
subject.
guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are the signs alright now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Alright, bro.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I know Noid has his signs, but what about what's the deal with Egghead
He's a
here?
quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Alright, dude.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you then. And
An MC.
MC for short.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
What a surprise.
I get it. He's a puzzle.
About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual. He gave me this odd lecture on alcohol before rambling on about mothers. You were right, he's a true narcomaniac. No, he seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. There's something sinister going on. No, just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crabman. No, he keeps himself physically active. Think his spiritual thoughts and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, he'll never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone
I
else.
guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I didn't see the other suka, just some machines. Actually, I wanted to... Oh, yeah.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
As always,
But good to know that the two of you are actually getting by. Okay, so we have to talk to the supposedly younger but older dressing woman before we can do something here. That's fine though. We'll be alright, I think. We still have a little bit of the coast strip to investigate. We should probably look at the at all of the stuff that, like the traps that were set by our friends. Holy shit, so much money hidden everywhere. That's a bunker. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The building before you housed the engine must have been a big one. Chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What's this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to serve as what? Probably fuel and
The
whatnot.
washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
I might, like, I'm not gonna open it, but I'm gonna try.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Oh god. The door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
I can't accept that.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
We open doors.
We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it.
Mark my words, Kim. We are going to open this at some point in time.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
I wouldn't be so sure. He looks at the door with a rueful smile.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
We could. Actually, Cops of the Apocalypse. Okay, you woke up in a hotel, started rambling about the end of the world. It's not your normal everyday doom-crying either. Something truly colossal is approaching. The gloaming, the culling, the bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Until now, you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm. No more! Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile physical reality you just found yourself in. We have a little bit less rhetoric, and after that we have something. Okay, one more door. Temporary research bonus plus 1 half-light. God damn it, it cannot be. A disgrace, that door on the coast. You remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that is holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the one By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to be open before you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Alright. And then Wasteland of Reality. -2 of physical instruments. That could be really bad for us. It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that it's a sickness. And it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything better than this. Even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. Ooh, this could be like a big step, but it's very taxing. So we're gonna shove it off like the true alcoholic that we are. We're gonna do the door or the Cop of the Apocalypse. I think we're gonna ruminate on the door, actually. For now. We'll see. We'll see what it brings. I don't even know how many, like, I never see how many level ups we have before us. I guess we have a lot of skill points. I'll see if that goes down, right? We have 4 skill points, supposedly. We wanted to go into empathy to be empathy cop, so we're gonna level that up. Yeah, definitely. This is what we're going for. Okay, let's see. We could open up like our flex muscles, enjoy healthy organs, right? Like physical instruments, not only your muscles and your skeleton, it's your ability to use them effectively that enables your push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. I do like reaction speed, and we definitely do need interfacing as well, so I like servo fair as well. Alright, we need to be careful about this. Reaction speed, yes, please. We are going to do one more and leave one open for when we actually think we need to like invest into something. Always liked visual calculus, to be honest, and logic is a pretty cool thing to do. Encyclopedia is big enough as it is right now. We had some authority checks, but I'm not like the biggest person on authority. I like suggestion. I want to deduce more, so let's do logic for now. We do save that, and we go on, right? Another door that isn't to be opened right now, which is an absolute shame, but, you know. We are going to get there, I think. Alright, there's something here. Ooh. A white polo shirt. What do we have here? Conceptualization, suggestion, and here we have rhetoric and empathy. I mean, we can up our empathy, I guess, or no, down, empathy down. I mean, if we have to convince somebody, we might go for some rhetoric, but not right now. I think for now, we are good. Come on. Alright, there's one of the nets, which we're going to check in just a second. Cigarette butts cleaned away under rock. A brand Timotiri. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted broken control box for a radio relay tower. The ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. Scented scarf. Tiny inlets there, off in the far distance where the posts trail towards. Alright, so we have barely anything here. We take a mental note too. Mortuary seems important somehow. Okay, good to know. Cigarette butts over here. Maybe somebody's smoking those and we can pinpoint that they're here.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm handling some citizen getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense. Just...
The lieutenant doesn't know how to finish a sentence. He looks up at you, putting the trap back on the ground. It's all good, Kim. We all know the phasmids are very unlikely to be real. The boardwalk rises to your south. It casts its long shadow over you. And there is somebody there, so let's get there. I haven't talked to this person before. Just don't know how to get there exactly. Alright, not this way. How do we get up there? I don't see like yeah, we're gonna go around here. Okay. Yeah, I thought like we were at the border of this, right? We had our phone call last time. And now we can make our way into the facility.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article.
Oh, isn't this like
this railing.
Mr. Doom Spiral?
It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Oh, brother, oh.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think it's a jacket of the idiot Doom Spiral guy wanted me to find.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Yes, exactly. Can we take it? Yeah. I mean, hey, I do him a favor, maybe he does me a favor. Holy shit. So many bottles. Glasses? Okay, what is that? Ooh, okay, no, this is the jacket. The filthy rag has been the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and normally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Well, at least I got gloves.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
Alright.
The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
Okay, that's pretty disgusting. I've had it. What happened once someone put it on the railing?
The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
I'm just going to pretend I didn't think about any of this.
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Yeah, I'll be fine, okay. I'll be fine. Also, what is this like? Ooh. We got this... No, that's just a normal... A sturdy bottle of beer that tastes like piss. Not that you would know how piss tastes like. Just a guess. The label says it's made in Reverence, but Lafayette Potent Brewery. By Lafayette Potent Brewery. And we got this and this, and we got like the Mega Binos prescription lenses, whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway. Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Encyclopedia, right? Nerd emoji. And minus perception. Vagrants have recently painted the top red. Water drips from it. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Okay. What's that? Well, that is something. But we can't, like, we need a key or something, okay. Makeshift rooftop. Vagrants have tried to make boardwalk habitable. The tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. Good job, everybody. Don't see anything here, so... Alright, money. Fuel canister or something. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Somebody drank some. Okay, cool. Can't get in there, right? Like...
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Okay.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak. Ooh, okay. Are we like...
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Maybe you should talk to the person first, but
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet.
thank you, visual calculus.
It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Then looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
No, is that
Right
the
next
working
to him
class
is an
husband?
empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines the face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer.
He stands
We
up
need to
and
investigate.
he stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Alright.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Studies his surroundings first, I'd say.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests.
He fell, probably.
The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole.
He slipped.
An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
I'm not gonna examine the chewing gum.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
Looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer. Then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
I don't need those few cents,
True.
to be honest.
It feels disrespectful.
Examine the man's
A
head.
dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
Yeah.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
I don't want to step on the floorboards. I think this might be...
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Study the man
The
himself.
man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175
Visual
centimeters.
calculus.
Curly hair, stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
Drunk out of his mind, was preparing to go home, slipped on the floorboards, fell on the bench. Study the men's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar.
Search his pockets. I already knew.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Yeah, it's... looks south the way you came, yeah. Took us quite some time to actually get here.
That's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
You know who this is. It's the working class woman's missing husband dead on the boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Except a bundle of flesh rags lying on the ground.
Because it's the most working-class death you've ever seen.
This is the most working class way to go, completely alienated and forgotten. I mean, that's not what... I mean, conceptualization, art, right? Like, obviously, poetic in a way, but the leather jacket pointed to men's clothes. It matches her description perfectly. Bottles all around him, but she said he was drinking somewhere in Martinez. The library card was supposed to return a book.
I can't see a book. So he took the book to the library, then came back and thought, I'll have one.
I'll have one drink before I get home. The view from the lookout is beautiful.
It is.
Damn it. He's definitely someone's husband.
And it points at the golden ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around swollen and pale. The flesh around it. What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
I mean, you don't know. He could have slipped and fallen into the water and then frozen to death or drowned. Do you think he was drunk? Pointed, of course. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Of course it is. Right. No.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field
A
autopsy?
field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me.
Yeah, it does.
I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't it kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
We found him, we should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my Kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
You know what I think is terrible? Right, we go back to the wife, right? Like, assuming it is him. And we tell her that. What do you think she's gonna think? Obviously, there's the obvious thing of his alcoholism, right? But this is not what we move to. in situations like this. The first thing, well, like obviously there's denial, right? There's anger, right? It could be directed at us. She could be angry that we brought her the news, but also guilt, right? Her first thought is going to be, I drove him to the library and wanted him to return the book, right? And if I hadn't, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Which is absolutely false, of course, but also kind of true, right? Because like you don't know the exact follow of sequences that we found, right? That it came to is unique, and if he wasn't at the library, maybe he wouldn't have died today, but maybe he would have died in 3 days of something similar, or maybe he would have died in like 20 years. You don't know. Like everything is different. This is the causation, but obviously it's not. It's not, right? It's not. It's not her fault, but she's gonna blame herself at first.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my Kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we took the thing. We didn't step on the floorboards because we might have died. As much as it might have been funny. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Not our alcoholism, okay? We just saw what alcoholism can do with us. Let's not go there. Mr. Harrier Dubois. Yeah, there was still this guy, alright?
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Then, can you make out what's inside? Point at the window.
No. I won't even try. You know,
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
That's alright. Hello? It kind of keeps swinging over here. Maybe we need to do this first.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
How does he know Kim Katsuragi?
Nice to meet you.
The lieutenant nods. Hold on, wait, what was it about the window? Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Wait, what was it about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Hey, interesting. You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
Ooh, interesting. Is he one of the people who are like working on radio computers? Since I don't know how spread it is in the disco world.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor. Or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
Okay.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
Points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
So he's connected to the cops. Maybe he's like one of the government
Well,
people?
get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Okay. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. Felt electrical. Yeah.
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Ooh. Okay, look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I find it very funny how we always kind of just like try to anthropomorphize objects, right? Like we are saying carcass here, right? Stone and metal carcass, as if it's a body of a human being that is long dead. I don't think I ever heard of this Felt Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
You adjust his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago.
Okay.
After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
He grins. What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Right, so the first PC.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins at mind the sentence he just produced.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to the other building, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying that Felt Electrical built this boardwalk? Not look under your feet.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
Pleasure wheel, right? Like a Ferris wheel?
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistful at the horizon, as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel, lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers.
Yeah, I saw that on
This
the...
part of Martinez was nothing but
on the map,
weeds
right?
before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
As so many times, right? What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He smiles again, as if he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Tape computers, right?
Tape computers.
He nods, wind tousling his suit jacket. What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that again?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Looks at his son, who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How did these tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
He raises his finger, remembering something.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje.
Okay,
It raised the
that's
same
a
questions,
jumble
and
of
we had
words.
lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Jews joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Wumpty Dumpty Dum.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Not even
And who the
Encyclopedia
hell are
knows.
Keith and Guy Juiced.
Holy shit. Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Womty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up, John. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Womty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throat.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution.
Ooh, okay.
The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. This sounds very, very advanced for, like, the time frame we're in.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Not cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
Wait, the Feld playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Felt Playback Experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it, though? Wasn't it, like, valuable technologies for them?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands.
Okay, maybe.
Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
Takes a step back, the boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind.
But of course, what else?
Smiles, ruffles his kid's head. You look like someone who has money. Do you have money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important.
Brushes it off like it's nothing at all.
I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
I don't ask for money. I don't want your money. I just want to see whether my profiling skills were working.
Of course, detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact.
He looks up again, a playful hint shining in his eyes.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it?
I haven't, but do tell.
If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind.
There's a lot that
were
springs to
saying?
your mind.
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Great, thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Oh no, I think he got a lot out of my reactions.
One more door.
Ooh. Bring it on.
There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors.
No.
You have to integrate this into your character.
No.
Forever remain closed. Even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
I won't accept. I will not accept this. Alright, so we're gonna save for a second because if we click this and suddenly it's like leading me over there again. Another power box, it charges nothing now, it's empty. Oh, thank God.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Recherche et Development. Department of Development, right? Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Oh, that is poetic as all hell. The lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber jacket. We have something more here. What is that? It is closed. Okay. Another door that won't open. Starting to make me angry. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. We got another one of the... Oh no, this is the one that we've seen before, right? Okay, maybe we'll see something over there.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
No, 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 no. Come on. Why did the hunch pass? The boy bobs in the water. The number over it says 11. And I don't find anything? Oh no! We failed to check? Oh, well, I don't know if we failed to check, but you know. We might as well have failed to check. We are going a little bit down here, see if we find something more. Oh. Is that the other one already?
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Lieutenant takes note, more out of habit than duty. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying myself. Again, I want to make it absolutely... Don't believe it fast. No, I don't need to make that clear.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. Kim is starting to get sassy. I think we need to have a talk with him. Not that it would help. Alright, next building. We weren't here before, right? Oh no, we were, right? No, we weren't.
A row of ghostly shades facing.
Oh no, no, we were here before. That's the
with
one.
Another 7 shades. A cold.
Alright. So that's the place. I think, like, I don't know, the map doesn't really tell me where... Like, this is the church, right? And we have, like, the Ferris wheel here, which never came to be, I think. And this is the bunker, so... And we can't go over there, right? We would probably need to use a boat or something. And now we're, like, going down... We were going down here along the coastline. And I think we might be here, right? With, like, the... It might be there, I don't know. Actually, let's check the other trap. This is, like, the only one that... Like, I mean, there's the one at the waterlock, but... That one is far off, so we're gonna check this one first, I'd say.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
You getting tired, Kim?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded, the sentence ends there.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake in the lazily falling rain. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night.
I'm kind of worried about Kim. He seems like he is kind of struggling. Okay, actually, we can't go here, right? So there must be a way to get there, but we're not, like, prone to it yet. We're gonna definitely have to check that out later. I mean, we want to go here anyway. Like, we want to come back to here. Can't go here. Okay, cool. Can't go through here, but we can go here. Not down here. I mean, there was, like, some stairs, supposedly. Can we go around there? No. Can we go in here? No. Shame. We can't go down there, right? No. Okay. Bro. This is a long walk, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't see how we get here, right? We already checked out most of this. We can go over here, though. Not sure if we've been here before. Little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. No, not here. I always thought it's called chirp, as in CH IRP, and not chirrup with a U. Guess I was wrong. Okay, I think we were here before, right? Yeah. Alright. We've seen the church before. We haven't seen, like, the woman. Interesting. There's nothing that is, like, visible here. I don't know where the woman's, like, the old woman's supposed to be. I'll take another step into the church and see if I find her or see her somewhere. But it kind of looks like it's not, right? Weird. Funny though that we're like friends with the ghoul in the church now. I don't think there's a way up, right? It doesn't look like there's any door or something. Oh, but actually can we, wait. I want to see if we can do something with that. If we see something. Like maybe there's more that we can reveal here with the flashlight. I mean, I don't see anything, so I guess the mysteries of the church are still kind of exactly that, mysteries. I mean, this only goes here, right? Damn, okay. I'm not looking for the electronic beats right now. And go down the coastline a little bit, see if there's something else that we have missed. I don't think so, but you know.
Tequila sunset.
Yes, hello, idiot doom spiral. I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
I found a little more than I bargained for.
What's that supposed to mean?
Interesting. Was a dead body nearby?
What's that got to do with my jacket?
Probably nothing, but it's a pretty freaky coincidence.
What do I care about some local stiff? You gonna give me the jacket or no?
Fine, take the stupid thing.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
He hands it to you.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna clean it, and I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna keep it.
The old woman still hums her unknown song. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaritan children's song.
What is it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and forth.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Oh, it's nice.
Yes, it does.
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
The lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
I will, thank you. See, and now I'm gonna keep the jacket. Fuck you. Yeah, pain threshold, half-light, nice. We got something for the night. See, dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. This is the hobos. Got like a shack. I think we were in here, right? Can we do something with the flashlight? Do we see something? No. Okay, fine. I don't even know if the flashlight is like useful, if you can like see stuff with it or... But whatever. We'll see, we'll see. There's more houses here, but we can't get there. Supposedly, at least. Yeah, I can't really get there. Got like the footprints still being here. Oh, there's the trap.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks seem like a rebuke. The sound of the city hums in the east. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either. But still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? It probably wasn't the phasmid, but still. Morel needs to know. You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologists about this.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
But what if it was the phasmid? No, yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
Seems to regret that fact. Interesting. Like, we can't get in there, right? Can we go up here? Oh yeah, that's the waterlock, right? And we came down here? No, that's not. Like, the waterlock is over there, I think. Or maybe not, right? This whole structure is kind of weird. But there's nothing here, supposedly, apparently. We can maybe, yeah, we can go around there, right? Just want to see how far we can go in this direction before we make our way back. Probably nothing, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, looks like a whole bunch of nothing. But hey, we tried. we did a lot over here, to be honest. We did a lot. Yeah, we need some, like, keys for that stuff. Like, I mean, this is an interactable object, so... there must be something. Do we have something that we could be selling? Let me see. Folded library card that we can call people with. We got the taxidermy thing. I don't want to sell anything right now. I think we have enough money to actually finance like what another night. So this should be fine. Take the Kinema.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the small blue sector, indicating the engine is cold. Next to the gauge is a red switch, labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Tim, we're buddies. I want to see the shiny lights. Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear her shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pocket.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Shamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mejan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Yes.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Ooh, okay.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, detective?
No.
57th, over and out.
The voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook.
Alright, so we've got this one reported at least. I guess I'll go into the whirling, see if Lena is here. We have so many more people right here now.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was a truly epic long-distance trek. I was just on when I was walking the case. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist. It's truly epic. It was a truly epic long-distance trek.
Truly a lot of legwork. My partner adores these kinds of things.
The lieutenant is still catching his breath.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
8 eyes, okay.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid. But the phasmid, of course, is more important.
You never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
I wonder if she's seen it to do her husband a favor and show him support. I don't know, though.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember.
Okay.
When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half.
5 and a half.
In Betancourt, in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
Alright.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
Okay, thank you, Encyclopedia.
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
Couldn't have been a praying mantis or something. I mean, it's not a reed, right? Praying mantises are more like, leaves.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour. How some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Looks at her with admiration for getting a wide smile on his face. You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
The woman looks at her husband tenderly.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
Okay, interesting drama. Why drama, though? There's some acting involved. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Probably not, right?
What if it is the case?
Thank you, Visual Calculus. Maybe you imagine... Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Does his notes and gives her a smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just... such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
Alright, Morel. We did your thing.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has. But I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool. Remain professorial. But inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Okay.
He breaks his calm and one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Lena, what are you not telling me? This sounds like she is involved in this.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Is that actually self-deception or is it purposeful deception?
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter is phasmid. It's not very scientific to reason backwards from a conclusion you want to be true.
I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts.
I thought that he would
Unless you
react like
have
that.
an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
We wanna know, yes.
Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor.
He says with a straight
we should
face.
Probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
Look, Kim, it's evening,
Damn it,
okay?
Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Develop an alternative theory about the mixing locus. Ooh. This is cool because it's like, we insulted moral. Yeah, okay, cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. We are going to open up everything that we can for, what was it that we need here?
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of...
Interfacing. Okay, we do maximize interfacing now. Physical instrument, perception, composure, reaction speed, half-light, drama. Conceptualization, electrochemistry, perception, visual calculus, esprit de corps, half-light. Holy shit, we have so much. Drama, composure, savoir-faire, empathy, pain threshold, empathy, shivers. What is that? Perception? We don't need perception right now. Right. Rhetoric, suggestion, physical instrument, encyclopedia, Inland Empire, and volition. Okay. Better chai. We got Inland Empire. I'm sorry, horrific necktie. I love you, but I do wonder if we can like increase our interfacing even more in some way. Don't think so unless we wanna like. Okay, what do we add interfacing wise?
Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it now. And then if we fail, we can maybe reset it.
Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
Think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long.
Yes.
Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Not just torment, they just love to play with them as well and collect them sometimes. I'll talk to the little gremlin, see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Kim is like, oh, great. It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late.
Really, Gary?
The woman's voice is a little
Getting
shaky.
somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Alright, let's see if we can talk to Gary again.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
I
mean, officers.
Yes.
Once more, you hear that odd clicking sound coming from Gary.
I would love to have some more composure for this, but I don't even know how to... Is there a way to increase it, composure? It's like legendary composure, so I'm not sure if I can even do something about that. I mean, we certainly can do something with the... we'll see if that even increases the chances that we have better composure. Because I don't know. I mean, none of that helps us, right? Ooh, intellect, but not like composure, right? Not reflexes. Is there a way to increase reflexes? Do let me know. Would be cool to know. Like, we have built up our composure.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Alright, my boy. Magnesium-based life form. Oh god. I don't even want to know what that implies. Alright, so composure is at 5 now, and...
I mean...
Once more, you hear that odd clicking sound coming from Gary.
Dude, this is getting better and better. So we can do this, and if we fail, we can actually up composure 1, as far as I know, right? Like we have... Yeah, we have a skill, 2 skill points even. Yeah, let's try it, hell.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him.
Oh, yes.
Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Something worn underneath.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was...
Yeah, buttons the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Yeah, thought so, dumbass. You see a gleaming white ceramic shine underneath, a thin layer of interlocking plates covering his gaunt torso.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Yeah.
This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Thank you, empathy.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
You did mean to. You just didn't think through the consequences.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Shame on you.
He's a klepto.
Give the cuirass to the officer at once.
Mooms looks at you, her eyes soft and pleading.
Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
He's a loyal friend.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
Looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have...
His lips start quivering, yeah.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
So then jot something down in his notebook.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He shakes his head.
They were thoroughly conservative men. He realizes suddenly. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
I mean, I think the lieutenant doesn't really care about that kind of argumentation, but at least he's like, okay, I still don't like you, but at least you apologized, I guess, but you apologized very late, my dude. I mean, it doesn't change his racism, right? Maybe he'll change in the future, but we don't know that. Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but...
What kept you?
He's a scaredy cat.
Looks at Gary, her eyes motherly. Give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
He shakes his head.
This is all he knows.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
You better not, or I'm gonna jump out of the next window and tackle you to the ground and put the fear of God into you, Gary. Alright. Now that is done.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
I kind of believe that, not gonna lie.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
Alright. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna talk to
Can I help you?
Guard. Guard, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the rough grouse.
What is this thing?
The man takes a soft bird. It's no biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm kind of caught. I wanted to apologize for breaking the great skewer by bringing you this rough grouse. Oh, holy shit, dude. You know what? I don't want to be the sorry cop. But this might actually hurt.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Nice.
I feel good about our work here today.
The lieutenant nods.
It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
You're right, Kim, and you're totally not sarcastic with that.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
About my bill for
20
tonight.
real.
Yeah, here you go.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I already got those, don't worry. We're already making more money than we actually spent, which is amazing. Another skill point, hell yeah. Actually, I'm gonna use one of those skill points to unlock this, so I can actually become a magnesium-based life form. Let's do that. Yeah. Sounds good to me. We save for a sec.
Hey.
Well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
God, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
We need to sing karaoke tonight.
You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
Yeah, but look him in the eye. Johnny Law is about to tear it up, sad stuff. Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it? It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me. This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. You're right, it's not the right time yet. No. Why do you have a PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
Not a prop, it's your client. I know it's used. When was the last time you had a band play here? Wait, what happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Okay. And you killed people because they said no? When was the last time you had a band play here?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
Okay, fuck me then. Just fuck me. No. I'm a real client. I've paid my bills. I have a right to use a karaoke machine.
Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright. I have my own song with me. Give him the tape of small children.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
This is happening. Guard, accept it.
Fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
He shakes.
I'll plug it in for you. This karaoke machine.
Let's go.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
I heard that, Guardian. No, you're not.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Alright, let's go. Holy shit. We are finally having some karaoke. Let's go, Kim. You gonna come with me? No. We are going to do this. But we need to be disco when we do it. Okay, let me see. What do we need for karaoke? This is very important. We don't need logic. We might need some composure, but I don't know how much. We're going for electrochemistry, I would say. And savoir-faire is all about style. We don't need the minus and reaction speed though. Suggestion? Maybe. We got esprit de corps and visual calculus, don't need those. Drama. We might need some drama. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, conceptualization is all about art, right? But we definitely need drama more than that. Electrochemistry is all about drugs, so I don't think it's about karaoke. Interfacing. I don't think we need interfacing. Inland Empire. Inland Empire might be the style, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Half-Light. Half-Light is all about the city, right? Like, Half-Light is... no, it's threatening people, so I don't really need Half-Light. Okay. Alright, cool. Pain threshold. We don't need a pain threshold. You got some savoir-faire, right? Savoir-faire is not just stealth, but also style, right? Cool for acrobats, thieves, unbearable show-offs. Yeah, tonight we are an unbearable show-off, so let's go. What do we have with the head? Encyclopedia, we don't need the logic, suggestion. What can we do with the head? Drama for the tie, Inland Empire, and volition for this one. Ooh, this is an interesting thing because drama is definitely something to go for, but we're gonna stay with the composure. Savoir-faire, like, see, we have -1 on savoir-faire on this one. I don't know if we need to be composed. I don't think we need to. But empathy is also not really what we're going for, right? Okay, we got Shivers, which is like the city vibe, right? Like being in tune with the city. Tune into the city. City love is the wisest of the streetwise, are generally supernatural. Oh, heart. Perception, no, don't need that. Pain threshold and half-light, we don't need that either. Got Inland Empire already. Less empathy, we don't need that either. Suggestion and -1 half-light. So we do have like electrochemistry and drama over here. This is like the weirdest outfit I've ever had. We can need some drama, right? Physical, logic, encyclopedia versus logic and perception. None of that is important. We can put some composure onto that. I don't know if that helps, right? The cool jacket. But I also don't know if the silk rope with the drama helps. Electrochemistry, don't need that necessarily. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if we need conceptualization. We're going for drama here. Okay, you know what? We're drama maxing. What is his outfit? Holy shit, dude. What is his outfit? Okay, we're drama maxing. We're totally drama maxing. Yeah, so we're fair, visual characters, speed decor, half-light, suggestion, logic, shivers. Shivers is cool, but we can't like go for that with drama. Inland Empire and Volition or drama. Oh, I don't know. I mean, Inland Empire is all about like dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators, right? And drama is all about thespians of the stage, which I love, right? Because that is what it is ultimately, right? I just don't know what the quest was originally, right? Like, I think it was something about like Inland Empire as well, which is why I'm hesitant to like eliminate this. Because this is like a big part of what we would be doing. Composure is on here, so warfare is... I mean, we have -1 and +1 so warfare, so we end up at -1. We got the trousers, which remove warfare and add electrochemistry, so we might want to not have those trousers. I get reaction speed. I don't know if you need reaction speed on that, right? So I guess we're winning electrochemistry and we're going for -1 on reaction speed, which I'm not sure if we want to do that anyway. But we don't have any other trousers to try here, so there's definitely that. We don't want to go minus on the trauma. +1 on Inland Empire. Well, that is savoir-faire. Yeah, we go on the Inland Empire, right? We're trying to do like Inland Empire / trauma maxing. So I guess like a good compromise is getting +2 on trauma and like +1 on Inland Empire. I don't know what we're going for here, but it's definitely probably gonna be something along those lines. Dreams in Waking Alive, we have like Play the Actor, Lie, Detect Lies. It's like Inland Empire also about being... keep your morale up, right? Well-adjusted, dreamer, parasocial. Empathy is obviously being in tune with ourselves, which is definitely what we would maybe want to put on. So I guess we're gonna go with like more empathy as well. So hard to decide, right? Like electrochemistry, savoir-faire, we don't need like... I don't necessarily want to lose the reaction speed, and we already have like a -1 on savoir-faire anyway, right? But we're show off, so the savoir-faire could help us, right? Because like stun with immense panache is definitely something along those lines, right? At high levels will make you the king of cool, right? Which is okay, you know what? Savoir-faire is all about being the king of cool, so I think we need to max that out as well. I just don't know if you have anything that will improve that. Empathy, no, we don't need -1 on empathy, +1 on savoir-faire, and this is like Inland Empire, I guess. It's like a split thing, but I think savoir-faire wins over Inland Empire, and or rather, yeah, wins about Inland Empire. Empathy is important because we are in tune with ourselves. Esprit de corps, logic. I'm sorry, it takes so long for me to actually prepare that, but you know, I am trying to make this perfect. So can we replace... no, we can't replace the trauma on both of those. I don't want to do that. I'm not splitting my things. Composure is okay, but we would have to replace the drama again. Not alright. Okay, this is like the max we have. We're going out there.
The stage is all set up for your performance. You feel a little dizzy.
With the trash bag in the hand.
Steady suddenly.
Ooh, thank you, Savoir-Faire.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Holy shit, yes. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Put your lips against the microphone, test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold
maybe
the
we
mic?
kind of just
Should you
ruined
just
that.
sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Look around the room for... Oh god, this is gonna make it worse. No, we're just gonna go for it.
The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. This is gonna be the most amazing thing you've ever heard.
I would often go there.
Holy shit. The voice. The voice of the reptilian brain.
The smallest church in San San. Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters.
This is amazing.
Those pale cliffs there.
The Seven Sisters, we heard about them today.
Stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here.
We're pouring out our soul here.
Now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Holy shit, man. Amazing. And here we have it, the ancient reptilian brain singing our song. I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint Saul, though it once was larger. Interesting, a church that once was larger, right? Something that is reduced in size, maybe also like a community reduced in size, right? Like less people are here now. How the realm may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. It's very interesting because we have the pale, right, as a concept, or like the afterlife. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I'm so glad here, looking forward to the past here. Looking forward to the past, right? Like I'm directed towards the past. Like all the past is all I see, the nostalgia of it, because the present isn't something that I can live in. But now you're all alone. None of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner. Oh no. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded to return only in dreams and nightmares. This guy really carried you.
He did. Holy shit, he did. I'd like to dedicate the song to Guard for letting me sing it. It's all shit, Guard. I don't want to dedicate the song to anyone. I performed it for myself.
The microphone amplifies your voice in an uncomfortable manner. Someone coughs. Most people have gone back to talking now.
Good, good. are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Thank you, Martinez. Alright. Alright, Kim, what did you think? What did you think?
Yes.
Nah. He doesn't have anything to say. Boo-hoo. Okay, we have almost 21. What did you think about the song, my dude?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Alright, like, expected answer. Expected answer. We still can't go in there, right?
You see a heavy steel door with...
Alright.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Yeah. What is this guy's deal? It's all about money, you know? Yeah. Alright, man.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
What do you mean? No.
The door is closed.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, let's let's think about our day again. It was a very eventful day. The missing insects case. Some locals have gone missing and Elysium phasmat has yet to be found. Perhaps you can use your detective skills to help up the cryptozoologist. Ask Kuno about the empty trap, then take a look around the yard. Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Call Jamrock Public Library tomorrow. Solve the egghead puzzle. There's been some way to talk to this person, you just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about science. What if you just try again? Find your way out of this maze of things to say. Sync the science with Noid, right? Get Estelle to talk about her associates. A lot to do with those people. Help the ravers with the nightclub. We need to like still get the lady in the church. Find Doom Spiral stack jacket. I did, and I'm gonna keep it. I mean, it's nothing to wear, I guess. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Talk to Titus and establish authority in the Hardy boy's eyes. So, do wonder when and how this is gonna work out. Oh, we have all of these things that we haven't done yet, right? Right, like his jacket is not... Well, could be wearing this one, but you know. His jacket is not wearable, right? Where the fuck is his jacket? I know we had it. I just don't know. Because it's not that. Or is it this one? Yeah, it's the Fallen Windbreaker, right? I mean, it looks like his style, I'm not gonna lie. It also looks like the thing of a drug dealer, but you know. The navy coat, the esprit decor, we got some like nice shoes, the interfacing gloves, although I don't really want to wear the mittens at night, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The conceptualization versus rhetoric. I do like the one that doesn't remove empathy from my repertoire. I got the necktie, but I got this one, which is even better with volition, because it like kind of balances the Inland Empire. We got empathy shoes, I guess. We need something else. We got the oversized superstar sunglasses as opposed to maybe Don't need that. Visual calculus and drama, logic and authority. We need authority. We have like authority? No, we don't have minus or plus in authority, which is okay. Ooh, wait, commander jacket, right? Esprit de corps and visual calculus, which is a lot better. Direct save savoir-faire and electrochemistry. You don't even need electrochemistry. None of these, like, I need some new trousers, I ain't gonna lie. I need some proper trousers, I think. The rest of it, I think we are fitted quite nicely. I don't know if we can already go in. For, like, saying goodnight or whatever.
Yes?
Nah. You still need a couple of minutes for that, so... Maybe you can look around. I don't know if Kuno is still there, I doubt it. Bro, who are you? I haven't seen you before. I'm not really good at establishing authority, and I don't think, like... Right, I'm at like 3 on authority, so meh. And for Kuno, I probably would need like massive empathy.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Alright, you wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
No, hold on, no one's lame. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno!
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Okay.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno
Ooh.
doesn't...
Thank you, reaction speed. That is a very cool idea. Let's do that. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh no.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I was thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines made you really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Alright, Kim.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
Justicer.
But that there was an interesting find. An alternative path into the harbor that the kid uses. Well done.
I mean, we found that before, but I guess, like, you know. It's crawling with locusts in here.
You, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand.
Conceptualization.
Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Mm-hmm. The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
The locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yeah, precisely. That what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
We should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm doing just fine with Kuno. Ah, damn, I wish I could level up empathy more. I mean, I'm sure there's like something where we can like open the level threshold of empathy for more than that, because I would really like to get more than what I have on empathy. Like maybe there's even something in the thoughts, I doubt it. Maybe that, indirect modes of taxation, but like... Alright, I mean, we probably need authority for this, but I don't know if I can authority max any more than I actually have. I'll just see if there's one thing that gives me authority. I doubt it. That's reducing my authority. Okay. Yeah, no. Authority is at 3. We could open it up all the way to, I guess, 6. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we need authority.
Yes?
No, not you, Kim. Not you, Kim. Him. The boy.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a yeah? Kuno took the bugs, so what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs and you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts.
This guy's a poet.
Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Yes, a real plague.
Stop!
She was from behind the fence, just cringing so hard.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
Bro thinks he's Batman. It's just locusts instead.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What, are you some kind of artist now? Whatever, kids, I just wanted to talk. City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're
an artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
Holy shit, hold on, did I hear you right? You said I, not making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh no, no. Kim is standing next to it, he's like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt trying to rip them open, they don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Oh, come on, no one's going to take you away. That depends on the choices you make, young girl. I don't know if that's a cool thing to say.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
Alright, somehow I got him. I don't know why. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. It's going to happen to the locusts, not towards the shack. I guess I try. If rhetoric tells me to try it, I'm gonna try it.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all
Oh,
lame now.
okay.
She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above them. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno is finally convinced of the lameness.
Sorry about that.
Or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
To ask, what does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Turns his face to the heavens.
Pig. You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that settled, I'd better be
The
off.
fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. He mutters to
He
himself.
recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Maybe those were the kids who actually reported it, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's like some teenagers reported. How do we get to this fucking rooftop? We need to talk to Kaye. Or Kaije. I don't know how she's called. I can't, like, speak. I can't speak Dutch. No, I want to go there. What do you mean?
The door is closed. This door can only be... Still, the lieutenant gives... He doesn't like where this is going.
It's going... I want to go to the rooftop. Holy shit. Okay.
Yes?
I guess this is what it is, man. Can I, like...
The door is closed. Still nothing. Still nothing. This door...
Maybe I can do some shit. You know what? Next time we are trying to see what we can do. If Kim is not present, so... Might be some options for us? I'm not sure, though. We'll see. And without any music and with a lot of silence... Glacier. That's how you pronounce it. Apparently the game heard me. Anyway. Without any further ado, I think we're gonna end it for today. This has been enough. I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this. Go give me a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more. Also for more other games. I do hope I can get to playing some very, very soon. And check out my other reaction series and whatnot. I'll see you soon.